Hey everybody, Kyle Sasser here with Keller Williams St. Petersburg Real Estate, and also the host of the Great Things Tampa Bay show and podcast. And I was driving around yesterday, and I've lived in this area for all my life, so nearly 40 years. Yeah, depressingly. Like depressingly that I'm almost 40, not that I live in Tampa. Actually, I really like it here, so. But anyway, my travels took me by this old building near Nut Park over in Tampa, and it's kind of in like the Hard Rock, area there. A lot of people don't know this, but so Nut Park there used to be known as the East Lake Square Mall, and that used to be the happening spot. My favorite thing there, when I was a wee lad, they had a like a remote control train inside of a little case, and you got to turn a dial and make the train go woo. Yeah, so lots of good memories there. But also in that location there was a Ford dealership called Big John Naughton Ford, and they were big in the 70s and 80s. They were advertising everywhere. So imagine your favorites, your current favorite car dealership, multiply that by 2, and that's about the amount of advertising Big John Naughton Ford was doing. I was a little too young to be completely aware of all the details that was going on, but every time I was around this place or would go by it, I would remember that it just like a bad feeling, like some bad stuff went down here, and like I could never speak to specifics so far as why. So anyway, yesterday the curiosity got the better of me, and just happened to be by there again. And funny enough, yes, there was some bad stuff that went down there. And there's actually, I don't know if I want to say because they might get mad, but it was News Channel 8 or Channel 10 or Fox, not Fox, they weren't Fox 13 back then, but Channel 13. One of them did like a consumer protection, 8 on your side, that sort of thing, and that was actually what got that whole thing started here was this dealership. So what they would actually do is their motto was basically to sell you a car at any cost. So they would basically deceive potential customers and tell them that they were getting a really low interest rate, which in that point in time would have been, like 7% on a car loan, when in actuality, the actual interest rate on the loan would be like 25%. And then they would actually go so far as to take people's keys and then throw them up on the roof and tell them that they're not leaving until they buy a car. They were also, were known to target, the elderly and, people who, are kind of vulnerable for things like that. So not a good place. So all this got started with this news report that came out, and this was like late 80s, like 88, something like that. And this wasn't like a small dealership. This was like one of the, apparently one of the biggest in the country, like top 10 Ford dealerships in the country. And I do remember their slogan. It was in Florida, Big John Naughton is Ford. so yeah, it's a good marketing will stick with you. And that name, I still remember the name. But yeah, it even got to the point where the state's attorney stepped in, did some investigating, and like 4 top executives went to jail for, I believe it was business racketeering, basically some bad juju. So, yeah, so it's an interesting story. So you can just look up Big John Naughton Ford, and yeah, pretty amusing. I will say that I am glad that we do have journalists in the area that are looking out for consumers' best interests. I know things are a little crazy nowadays with the the news media and people all riled up about everything. But yeah, there's still good people out there doing good work, or doing great work actually, and yeah, just kind of want to give a shout out to them. So yeah, so one horrible business shut down due to great reporting. So hats off, guys. And a vague echo of a memory from my childhood now makes complete sense to me. Why I would remember, and apparently it was like a pretty big news story and expose back in the day, so that's why it imprinted itself on my. I was probably only like 8 years old at that time, so you know I was concentrating on Zelda, Super Mario, and all that good stuff. But even still, that it imprinted on me. So anyway, I hope you're having a good day today. It's a little overcast, so I'm sure the sun will poke out here at some point. We are the Sunshine City. Yeah, I'll be back with you later this week for, you know, some updates on real estate and all that good stuff. So tune in. And also, a Great Things Tampa Bay episode will be coming out this week as well, and we're going to have a contest for some free tickets to something. So be sure to go to greatthingstb.com and be sure to subscribe on iTunes or Google Play, so you can be sure to enter that contest when it becomes available. So I will talk to you later, and I hope you have a great day.